Hello, and welcome to the Safe Space Podcast, the place where we're using our spark to unite our allies. We are your hosts. My name is Marcella.
And my name is Brittany.
I can't stop thinking about those two white ladies that have that one podcast, and I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure you and I have sent each other like clips of their podcast all the time, and they're the ones that call Trump what is it? Kankle's McTaco Tits.
Yeah, I sent you them before. I think you sent me them too. I don't remember what that one's called.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's so funny. And Kankle's McTaco Tits cracks me up every time I hear it.
I love it so much just because I like them too, but they remind me of the other creator I watch, North Omaha Cat Lady.
Yes.
She's got all kinds of good names for him. She refuses to call him by his name.
You know what? That's so valid. Those two ladies, those two ladies have shortened Kankle's McTaco Tits to just Kanks. Kanks, good old Kanks. I think they call them taco tits sometimes too.
It's fabulous.
It brings me so much joy.
I was gonna say I've seen it all over now, but my favorite one is still Mango Mussolini.
Yes, that's a good one too. I love that they're white ladies. Like, you would expect them to be, Trumpers based off the way they look, but like, no.
Right.
And I love that they call people out on their shit too.
I love it as a fellow white woman because not all of us suck.
Yeah, there are some good white ladies out there. Okay, so I know we wanted to talk about the No Kings protests that have happened. I kind of just wanted to talk about those in general and how heartwarming it was to see like millions and millions of people show up for these, and to know that there's like other people that share the same ideals that we have, and to know that like we're not alone in trying to speak out and like speak up against this stuff. And it's just super cool to see all these people show up for not one but two No Kings protests.
Yeah, it makes me feel like there's a little more hope than there was, because there's still a lot of not great stuff and people, all that happening, but it finally feels like things are trying to take a turn for the better.
No, I agree. It feels like things are kind of starting to come back around. And with all the Democrats that just won in the elections in other states, like, that's awesome.
Well, I know we got, what is it, Virginia? We got a good one in New York.
I was just missing.
Oh, there was another one I can't remember.
I feel like there was one in a red state too that was flipped.
Yeah, what was that one?
I can't remember, but like, that's really cool. And hopefully that continues.
I hope so. It means we can't give up, though. You gotta fight harder so that it's not false hope.
Yeah, no, but it's super exciting though. Like, they should be afraid.
I agree.
We're coming back. But going back to the No Kings protests, my mom went to the first one, and my mom has never been to a protest before. This was her very first one.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. She sent me pictures of the sign that she made, and I was tearing up. I was like, that's my mom.
I wish I could have gone, but I had to work that weekend.
I know, me too. Both times that they happened, I've been at work, and I would have gone if I had known or remembered in advance, but I'm so fucking forgetful.
Me too. Next time, if there's another one, I'm gonna try and request it off of work.
Yeah.
and give no reason why. Just give me the days off.
Yeah, yeah. They don't need a reason. They don't need to know your business.
Exactly.
No, but I think the first one had, like, what was it, 12 million, over 12 million people?
I don't know. One of them was 7 million,
I think that
and
was the second one. I remember, I know the second one there was a little bit less this time around, but it was still a pretty decent turnout. Like, that's a lot of people. And it's not just in the US that they're taking place either. Like, it was all over the world.
yeah, I think we actually had more people for the second one.
Oh, did we? Let me see. Let me see if I can Google it really quick. Um, and also, this wasn't part of the No Kings protest, but this was just part of the protest that's going on in Portland because, what is it, like the feds are over there?
Mhm.
I love that people are dressing up in inflatable costumes because that's fucking hilarious.
Me too, and I saw someone made a video about that I watched of people being in frog costumes and stuff, and how it does have a
Yeah,
deeper meaning, but it's still also entertaining, of course.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the one in June had 5 million people, and the one in October had 7 million.
Okay. Those are both really good turnouts. And the fact that the second one had 2 million more people, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's amazing.
very amazing in less than 6 months.
Yeah. And I
Huge.
thought I heard that there was going to be a third one, but I can't remember if it said anything about when. So I'm gonna, because I would love to go to one, but
Me
also at the same
too.
time, it's kind of scary with like everything that's going on, because like you want to speak out, right? You want to go to these protests, you want to stand up for rights, but then like you have to fear like being shot or like run down by someone's car because people fucking do that.
Yeah.
Like that's not a new thing to protest, and it's really sad because this is our right.
Yeah, and it's really scary. Fighting for stuff like you're fighting for with the No Kings protest and all that has never been safe. So in a way, it's not really an excuse. I totally understand it. It's valid, but also it's never going to be safe to fight for your rights.
Right, right. And it should be.
It should
Because
be, yes.
we shouldn't have to be fighting for our rights in the first place. But, like, it should be safe to talk about wanting rights for yourself and for other people. Like, you shouldn't have to be afraid to do that. And that's really ridiculous that we do have to be afraid.
Right. I think we've seen it time and time in history again and again, though, people fighting for a group of people and then something happens to them one way or another.
Right, right.
And no, it shouldn't be a thing, but unfortunately it is.
No, it's ridiculous. And it's really fucking sad.
The
Like,
fact that our leader in charge of the country wants to hurt people for speaking their opinions, their minds, just because they don't like him is actually fucking insane.
oh, and so the whole point to it being called a No Kings protest, there's some people that don't understand why it's being referred to as a No Kings protest. And it's because he literally wants to be a fucking king. He wants
Mhm.
to be a dictator.
I know, and people are still saying, "Oh, he's not a king." No, he doesn't. It
He,
makes me so mad.
yeah, like I don't know how you don't understand like why it's called the No Kings protest, because he's not a king now, but he wants to be. Have you seen those posts that he's made on his Twitters and Truth Social and whatever fucking else? Like he wants to be.
Mhm. All
Um,
the AI videos and pictures of him with crowns and
yeah,
dumping literal shit on the US citizens. That
yeah.
was
I was just
disgusting.
gonna bring that up. Like he posted that on Twitter, I think, an AI video of him dumping shit on on protesters while he's wearing a fucking crown. Like,
Mhm.
and then you're going to tell us that he's that he doesn't want to be a king, that he's not trying to be a king. Make it make sense.
It will never make sense, and I don't get how people, I mean, other than already having bad morals, I guess, I don't understand how you could be happy about the immigration bullshit going on because it's not just criminals, it's US citizens, it's people
Yeah,
waiting on their papers, it's people trying to do it the right way, it's people being kidnapped off the streets, and yes, it's kidnapping.
yeah. No,
Uh,
it is. It's
Now
straight up.
he's trying to use food as a weapon.
It's so ridiculous. And this whole thing about like the immigration too. So if you look at the numbers, um, Obama actually deported more people than Trump, and like
Yes,
we
but
can
he
admit
did
that.
it the right way.
But he did it the right way. Trump is doing this in a very illegal way.
Mhm.
Like that's the difference, and people don't get that. Like yes,
Obama was not separating families. He was not
yes,
just kidnapping people with
no,
ICE and fake ICE agents off the street.
no, yes, we can admit that Obama did deport more people, and like there's a whole different way to go about this that's more
Mhm.
respectful and legal. And if you're going to deport people, that's how it should be done, not by grabbing up people off the streets or by pulling them over because they look illegal.
Mhm.
Like, that is so scary to me as a person who is partially not white, who has slightly darker skin, who has a Spanish first and last name. Like, it's
Mhm.
terrifying. People have been pulled over and detained for having brown skin and for having Spanish names.
No, I know, and you're closer to where it's happening than I am. I mean, it's scary down here, but you're closer.
And ICE has been in Salem and Portland and where I live more recently.
Mhm.
Like all over Oregon, but like more recently in like northern Oregon areas.
We're literally in a timeline, and I want to emphasize this for anyone that's gonna actually listen to this when we post it. We had to make a fucking safe word for you.
Yeah,
That is the timeline we're in, where
yeah,
you have to send a text to the people close to you. You have to send a safe word if anything happens to you, to me, your mom,
yeah,
anyone nearby you, a friend up there.
yeah, yeah. I have a safe word set up with you and with Mom and Cameron, and I've told Mom and Cameron where my birth certificate and social security and everything is at. That way they know, and my mom has a key to my apartment now too. So
Good.
that way they know if I ever text them that safe word that like I need some help and they know where to find my stuff.
Yeah, and we are actually in the timeline where we have to do this, and I dread every single day
Yeah.
getting that from you.
Yeah. Like I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think anything is gonna happen to me. But the fact that it's not a 0% chance is what's terrifying.
Exactly. Even a 1% chance is more than I would like. That
Yes.
is not okay.
Yes, I would like to say that I know nothing is going to happen, that I know it's going to be okay, but simply because of the fact that I do not look like a white person, I'm not okay.
Exactly. And again, you'll probably be fine, but the fact that we have to say probably and might be, that's the problem.
That's the problem. That's the whole entire issue right there, is that it's not a guaranteed yes.
And for people that can still follow him and still like what he's doing and all that bullshit, we are real human beings that he has dehumanized and separated to make both sides hate each other. Uh, we're literally all humans, and the billionaires and the motherfucker in charge don't give a shit about us.
No, no, all they care about is themselves and making money. That's
They
all they care.
don't.
They don't care
And
about.
they've made the people that are doing slightly okay believe the ones that are not doing okay are the problem.
Yeah, and that's why are we fighting each other when we should be fighting them? That's their whole plan, is to pit us against each other so that we're not worried about them.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, it's working on like half the fucking country.
For sure, and since he got reelected again, this whole year has been like the beginning of idiocracy, almost to a T.
Yes. Oh my God. The amount of times I've been able to straight up reference that movie and it makes sense is really sad because it should not be that way. Like he literally is President Camacho.
No, literally, it's awful.
Dude, they even got the Crocs right. Down to the Crocs.
Oh man,
There
it's
have been so many times throughout this year where I've been like, that's straight up from Idiocracy. Like that has to be a line from Idiocracy.
right. It has to be, or at least the real life version of it.
Yeah, we are literally are in. I keep saying literally. We are in the real life version of Idiocracy right now. We are living it.
We are, and it's awful. I hate this timeline.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I forgot about that.
That's such a good movie, and it's so sad how real it is.
Even with the a little off topic, but even with the introduction of different technologies and the AI stuff taking over people's jobs,
Uh-huh.
eventually there's going to be places where you go in and no one is going to help you because it's all machines.
Yeah,
It's not people.
yeah. And it's oh my God, I just saw a video the other day of a clip from Idiocracy where he has to get tattooed because instead of the social security number, it's the like barcode tattoo or whatever.
Mhm.
Like that's gonna be what it fucking is. You just show up somewhere, talk to a robot, it's gonna screw everything up because you're trying to explain something, and then your name is gonna be not sure.
Yeah.
What is happening? Also, AI has gotten so crazy recently,
It
and it's
has.
not good for the earth.
To a point when people were just using it for creative things, music, art, whatever, I could care less. I know some people think different, that's fine.
Mhm.
But it's just they're trying to use it for everything now, and I don't like that.
It's wild too, like how realistic it's gotten, but
Mhm.
also it's very strange that the president uses it so often
Oh, I know.
to like make himself look better.
The president shouldn't even be posting half this
No,
any of anything, honestly, in my
no,
opinion, but
dude.
more than half of the stuff he posts.
I just remembered on May 4th, did you see what the post from the White House for Star Wars Day?
I think so.
It was an AI photo of Donald Trump dressed as a Sith Lord.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
And he was saying how the Democrats are the Sith Lords and whatever. Dude, your AI photo is straight up dressed as a Sith Lord with a red lightsaber. What are you talking about?
I don't. Him and his cult following literally parrot the same stuff that the other people are saying, even though it's true for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
I,
it's not us wanting to just follow anything any president does. I don't agree with any president 100%.
no.
Any normal person shouldn't,
Yeah.
but this has gotten out of hand.
This is insane. They're straight up a cult.
This is more than bad politics. There's always going to be disagreements. You're not always going to agree with the same policy, the same president, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that people think he can do no wrong when that's all he does
That's the problem, is they
is awful.
awful. Yes, it is awful. They put him on a pedestal and they think that he can do no wrong. They think that he's appointed by God or that he
Mhm.
is God. That is a huge issue.
And the
Huge.
and the amount of people, if you say some tragedy that he has caused, that wanna compare it to some other tragedy that has happened under another president, was there whether it was their fault or not, is that's mind-blowing too, because they're both tragic
Yeah,
situations. You shouldn't be comparing them. They're both
yeah,
awful, whatever the
right,
situation is.
right. Like, 2 things can be true. Both situations can be awful. You can you can disagree with one president and agree with another one, but then still say that they both did awful things.
Exactly. I
It's not like it doesn't have to be one way or the other, and it
Okay.
shouldn't be.
It
It
shouldn't
shouldn't be
be.
like one extreme or the other. There should always be a middle ground.
There's a term for that, and I can't remember, but it's like you're literally being complicit in all of the
Yes.
crap that's happening.
Yeah, it drives me insane. I feel like I'm ready to clock into a mental hospital.
Right? Oh man.
I just and I have family members that are Trump supporters too, and I don't really have a lot of contact with them,
Mhm.
partially for that reason. And it blows my mind because I have both sides. I have white family members, I have brown family members, right? So,
Mhm.
and it especially blows my mind for some of those brown family members to be Trump supporters.
I know. I don't understand how anyone in the gay community, people of color,
Yeah.
anyone that's a
Yep.
minority that he doesn't like
Yeah.
can vote for him, like him, follow him, whatever.
Yeah. I do not get it. It does not make sense to me. You are the exact person he is going after. How do you not see that?
He hates your guts and you're putting him on a pedestal.
And then,
Luckily, I don't think I have any family, close family that likes him, but I do
um,
know people that do, and it's
yeah,
disgusting.
it is. I can't stand it. I can't even tolerate it anymore. I've usually been one to be like, it's okay, to have different political views or whatever. That doesn't matter. Not in this case. You are actively voting against my human rights, and that's not.
Mhm, exactly. Normally, yeah, it is okay because it's just a difference of opinion, but not when you're actually voting for people to get hurt in every way that they've been hurt this year.
Right.
Lack of food, taking away health care, immigrants being kidnapped,
Yeah.
women's rights being threatened, gay rights being threatened, the gay marriage being threatened, even though it hasn't even uh, been into law for that long.
No.
Like,
Which
voting to hurt people is not okay.
yeah. No, and I did wanna bring up, I think there was a Supreme Court ruling recently where they, are keeping gay marriage, which thank God,
Mhm.
'cause what the fuck? Why?
I don't understand it, and I say that because they're not hurting anybody. Just because someone loves someone doesn't mean they're hurting anyone.
No.
Just it makes no sense, and it makes me so angry.
Just it blows my mind too. Why are you so invested into someone else's marriage? If you don't like gay marriage, don't get gay married.
Mhm.
I don't know how else to make it clear for people.
Exactly, and I always say, you don't even have to like that person. You can hate them for being gay all you want, but stop voting for things that are gonna hurt them. Don't go out of your way in public to hurt someone because you saw two guys kissing or
Right.
whatever it is. You
Right.
don't have to like it, but leave them
No.
the fuck alone.
It's none of your business to involve yourself in their lives. It's so easy to stay out of other people's lives and other people's business.
Mhm. It's so fucking easy. Just mind your goddamn business.
Right. Okay, all the stuff with, like, the government shutdown and, like, people not having access to SNAP, um, and blaming the Democrats for it when the Republicans are the ones that voted to not fund it while the government was shut down.
And they were threatening the health care again to increase stuff. That's why the Democrats wouldn't give in. It was lose your health care or lose your food stamps. They're trying
Right,
to prevent both, but the Republicans don't care about anyone.
right. Now people are going to food banks and the lines are like people are lining up hours before the food banks are even open to try
Oh
and get
yeah, mom's gone to a couple because we needed food, and people are trying to just make it, oh, so easy. Oh, just go to a food bank if you don't have your stuff. Well, guess what? Food banks don't have as much as they did either because of Trump.
yeah,
And more people without food stamps not having their food stamps makes for more people needing to go to those food banks who
yeah,
already don't have enough for the people that were coming anyway.
right. They're already trying to spread stuff as thin as they can, but now that there's all these people that don't have food stamps anymore, it's being spread even thinner. I know I've gone to food banks a few times with you when we lived
Mhm.
together, and sometimes we got a lot of stuff, sometimes we didn't. And it's just ridiculous that people are just thinking it's so easy to go and get all this food. It's really not.
Exactly, and this is coming from people that have been there. It was better before when you came with us before, but this past year, he I don't remember exactly what he did, but he made it so that the food banks couldn't get as much. And so mom went to 2 or 3 last week or the week before, maybe both weeks, but she let out a small little box of basically not very much each time. Yeah, that's better than nothing if you have nothing, but half the time you get supplies for half the supplies for a meal, and you can't finish that meal because you don't have stuff at home that you need to finish it. It's not as simple as just, "Oh, just go to a food bank."
No, it's not. And then I saw so many videos on TikTok this morning actually of these huge long lines um, of people lining up at food banks. And a lot of the comments were talking about how these people had nice cars or cars in general. And why are they at the food bank if they have such a nice car?
I
And
hate
I'm like,
that.
does it matter what they're driving? Like, that might not even be their car. They might be borrowing that car. Someone might be driving them. Someone might be getting food for somebody else. Why does it matter what car they're in?
Right? And there's so many circumstances that could happen that you just don't even know, and you're just assuming. Like you said, it could be someone else's car. It could have been paid off years ago, and now they're falling on hard times.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe they're making that car payment every month still, and that's all they can afford.
exactly.
And then
And
they wanna talk about the phones too. Not
it's so
everyone just has $1,000 phone, and again, even if they did, maybe they bought that and then shit hit the fan and they can't afford food now.
exactly. It shouldn't matter what car a person is driving or what phone they have or what they're dressed like. If you need food, you need fucking food. I don't care like what a person looks like, what a person drives, or what phone they have. If they're hungry, they're hungry.
Exactly, and the people saying that stuff don't have not been in the position. Just for example, when I was in middle school and high school and we were going to food bank because we had nothing at home, my mom and me were afraid to even take out our flip phone or whatever we had there because not everyone had a phone,
Right.
and you don't wanna, for that exact reason, having people be like, "Oh, well, why do they need food?" Like
Right. And it's like you said a minute ago, there's so many different scenarios as to why a person could need food. And I don't understand why people don't get that.
we need food to live. I don't care who gets food or how they get food as long as people are fed.
Right. And then I also heard too, there was this lady, I think it was a social experiment. Um, she was calling around to churches.
Oh, yeah, binged that whole series she did.
Yeah, she like had the like baby crying in the background or whatever.
Mhm.
and none of the churches helped her.
There was around 9 or 10 out of over 40 of them that said yes.
That's the whole point of a church. They're
Mhm.
supposed to help people. That's what they are there for. That is why they are not taxed.
There's a couple of the pastors, from the churches that said no that are now making videos too about how she's trying to scam people and
You
all
can't
this other crap.
yeah, that doesn't even make sense. You can't scam a church by asking for help because, like I said, that is exactly what they are there for. They are supposed to
Mhm.
be there to help you because I'm not even a Christian, but Jesus was all about giving food to the hungry, helping people in need, being friends with everybody, being kind to everybody, being accepting of everybody.
Yep. I'm
Like
an
that
atheist and I know that.
that is what a church is supposed to be, right? They're supposed to provide help to people who need it, to be there for people who need it. And the fact that they are actively turning away people who need help and they're reaching out and they're saying this person is a bad person because they asked for help and this person is trying to scam us because they asked for help.
Mhm.
Fuck the churches, dude.
Well,
Fuck
and
you.
that one pastor went off about how if we tax the churches, they wouldn't be able to do something. I don't even know. It just didn't make any sense. Like some of the people in her comments were talking about taxing churches, but she never said a damn word about that. She was just doing an experiment to see if they would help
Yeah.
somebody.
And that's if they're not going to help people, if they're not going to do what they were set up to do, they should be taxed.
Exactly. Because what the fuck else are you there for?
Fucking nothing.
Did you see the one? There was this older guy. He said yes, basically, but he was ready at the drop of a hat to get up, get his keys and what kind do you need?
Mm.
And it was so awesome. And she's like, oh, no, 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 it's just this experiment and blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday I actually saw that she went to his church and they talked and she did a video with him.
That's so cute. I
And
love
then he's being one of the good ones that's like, yeah, this was an eye opener. We need to do something about this.
yeah. Yeah. I totally agree. There's that whole system needs to be changed.
Mhm. And then he said it in a way that was just like, okay, yes, you're the real one, because he was saying how we need to help, or he and his community, need to help the community, not just
Mhm.
churches. And I was amazed.
Love that. That's awesome. See, we need more people like that because that's how it should be. People shouldn't be shamed for asking for help or needing help.
No, they shouldn't. And even if the church doesn't have it for whatever reason, if you can't even try and scrape up a few bucks, however much, $20 or whatever, for a can of formula to help one mother, why are you even there?
Dude, some churches even have those donation bowls or whatever that they pass around. What are you using that for then?
Exactly.
'Cause
Why
I
are
thought that that's
people
what it's
giving
for.
you money and you cannot even help a mother feed her baby?
Right. I thought that that's exactly what that was for, was to go for things like food and stuff or whatever, blankets, whatever people need. I think
Right?
that's what those are for. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
did too. My bad for thinking that, huh?
My bad. My bad for thinking that churches are supposed to help people. That's on me.
I'm so tired of people using religion to pretend they're good people. Just because you go to church and you don't use swear words doesn't make you a good person,
No, I'm a better person than those people are.
right? I'll give my last few dollars to someone that needs it if I see them.
Right? Right? I've bought food for homeless people. I've bought those bags like not like a go bag, but like bags of little goodies that they can take around with them, like blankets and mittens and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, and if I could afford to like do that all the time and make it like bigger and better, I would love to do that. That would be amazing.
Me too. I wish I was one of the billionaires that aren't sharing their money because I actually would.
Yeah, yeah. I so would. I would love to help people.
Like we did that thing that one year where we got I think you were part of that too, where we got bags from Goodwill and jackets and things, and we went to the store and got them other things they could use, toiletries, a few snacks, put
Yeah,
bags together, and then distributed them to whoever we saw that looked like they needed them. And I would love to be able to do that again.
right? If I could just do that all the time and just because there's homeless people all over the place where I live, and
Mhm.
there's a few of them who kind of just prefer that life, which is fine, but they still need assistance with food and, being keeping warm and even just giving them some extra stuff. I would love to do that. Let them
Same.
eat.
And they get such a stigma just because the loudest ones that are in public that are a little obnoxious or whatever don't really want to make a better life for themselves. They get a stigma for every single person that's homeless, even though every single person who's homeless is not like that.
No, everyone's different.
And even that loud majority, they deserve food. They deserve warm stuff.
Right, right. You still deserve food. You still deserve a place to sleep. You still deserve to be warm. You still deserve to have comfortable clothes. Just because you're homeless doesn't make you any less of a person.
No, not at all.
We're all the same on the inside.
The only ones that aren't people are the ones that want other humans to starve.
Yes, and that is so disgusting. That
And
is disgusting.
that one just hits home far too much. Because I mean, I've been poor my whole life, but there's been moments that were worse than others where
Mhm,
food banks were what we relied on,
mhm.
and if you don't get whatever from them, well, then yeah, my parents didn't eat sometimes so that we could be fed.
Yeah,
And that is a real story for a lot of people out there.
yeah, yeah. And growing up, I don't recall if we ever had to go to food banks growing up, but we didn't have a ton of money either. We we made it. We made ends meet, but
Mhm,
there were a lot of times where we had our meal would our snack would be bread and butter and water.
mhm.
That would be like a treat. And then um we made we'd make shepherd's pie all the time because we always had stuff for that. I think that's a lot of the stuff that they give out at food banks. So maybe we did go to food banks.
You can customize that too to almost how you want it or what
Yeah,
you have on hand, so
yeah,
that's a good thing to make.
right. We had that a lot. We called it jail food because um but we had a lot of meals that were like struggle foods, and it is hard because like when I was a kid, thinking about it, like it didn't feel like we were poor, but like looking at it now, I'm like, oh shit, we were kind of poor.
Yeah, because your parents do the best to give you what they can, and they, like, do it with love too, so even if it's just toast and butter,
Yeah,
well, they're doing what they can for you, and
yeah, no, they always made sure that the boys and I were fed. We always had some sort of food.
few years after high school when I learned my parents were not eating so that we could eat. I already knew we were pretty broke and poor,
Yeah,
but that was when it was really like, "Oh, wow, we were really poor."
yeah. No, I know we had food stamps for a little bit when the boys and I were pretty little. And
Mhm,
I only know that because I remember mom and I were going to go grocery shopping one day and she realized she couldn't find her EBT card and it
mhm.
was this whole like breakdown of where is the SNAP card? What happened to it?
Yeah, because even though you can get a new card if you need food that day, you're not getting that card the same day.
No, it takes time. And it turned into this whole searching the entire house, flipping everything upside down, quite literally, trying to find this card. And then I think we eventually found it, but still, the fact that she was having such a panic moment because she couldn't find this EBT card to buy us food
Mhm.
was really eye-opening.
Yeah, and she's not one to panic right away.
No, no, not at all.
And you guys are also in that bracket where she was becoming a nurse, so they think you have a good enough job to afford things. You're in that bracket where you still make too much even though you don't make enough.
Right, right. It's crazy. I've always thought that was wild that they base it off of income before taxes.
Mhm.
Because looking at my income before taxes, I make a pretty good amount of money, almost $2,000 a paycheck.
Right,
But
but you
then,
don't get all that.
no, no. After taxes, I'm lucky if I get 1,000.
And
So,
before it sorta made sense, I still don't like that they do before the gross pay or whatever, but before it made sense because you got your tax refunds and stuff back later
yeah,
in the year. Now people are starting to owe and or get nothing back, so it
yeah.
makes absolutely no sense anymore.
And guess whose fault that is? Fucking Trump.
Oh, yeah. The
And
orange fucking idiot.
yeah.
And my mom does taxes, so we've seen since both times he's in office and still being under his tax code.
Mhm.
So I will not even listen to someone that says that's not his fault because it is.
It is. I owe $2,000 to the IRS. I've never owed money to taxes before.
I didn't either until the first time he was elected and I was working at Plasma and then I was wondering why do I owe over $200?
Mhm.
Oh, moron.
Yeah, no, I think the first time he was in office, the only reason I think I did. It showed up at first that I was gonna owe a couple $100 back for taxes, but then I put in um my beauty school stuff because I was in or finishing up school at that point. And I ended up getting money back because I paid interest. Um, but so that's literally the only reason. Otherwise, if I hadn't been in school, I would have had to owe money. Um, yeah, this last year it was like almost $1,900 I think that I owed, and I'm still making payments on that because I don't just have $2,000 I can pull out of my pocket.
No. Many people are like basically like $500 away from being on the streets from any kind of emergency or anything.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm kind of nervous, honestly, to see what comes up for this next tax year. Because if I owe again, I'm never going to be able to pay this off at this point.
I know, me too. I did a little bit of door dashing this last year and the beginning of this year. Now I'm working part time. It's barely enough for anything.
Yeah,
And he's made it so that even people making $100,000 a year who should be well off are struggling as well.
right.
Up to 1,000 or 400,000 is where he starts cutting them for the rich. But under that, everyone's struggling, and someone making $100,000 a year should not be struggling,
No, that's a lot of fucking money. I would kill to make $100,000 a year. I
right?
wouldn't even make half that.
I don't even make like a third of that, probably.
Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. And it sucks too, being that we're unmarried and childless because we get taxed more for that.
hmm
What the fuck?
And people think we're not contributing to society. I'm
Right.
sorry, but fuck you.
Right? What do you mean? You don't even know me.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Going back to the food stamps, it's what me and mom get now. We were already stretching it pretty thin each month with the grocery prices rising and rising.
Yeah.
And now we get a little bit less behind. And I don't know, we're still gonna have to go to food banks. I mean,
I've even thought about it because I have to go grocery shopping and I don't have a whole lot of money at the moment.
mhm,
So I've thought about going to food banks because I don't know what to do. Groceries are fucking expensive. You can easily easily spend over $100 on just a few things.
easily. On just your basic stuff with nothing extra. Like, we
Yeah.
do stretch it with pantry stuff to last us through the month, and we don't even get treats or anything.
No, when I go grocery shopping, I try to get, like, boxed things and canned foods to, like, last a little bit longer, and then sometimes if I know what I wanna have for dinner that day, I'll grab stuff for that, but other than that, I don't really buy a whole lot. I usually do small shopping here and there to grab a few things,
Right.
and
And
it's just wild.
and
Like
either way, you can't win because people want you to stop eating all this processed stuff. Well, a couple things. Newsflash, everything is processed technically. And
so
second, people that are trying to stretch the money that they do have for food for an entire month can't afford to go every week for fresher stuff
right,
because you're trying to eat for the whole month.
yes. Also, guess what food is cheaper? Processed food.
Exactly. I can't stand anti-processed food people.
Right. I don't get it. And the fact that people are, "Well, I don't want my tax dollars going to SNAP or whatever, food benefits, WIC or whatever." I don't give a shit if my tax benefits help somebody buy food.
I don't either. I do care that it's going in the billionaires' pockets, but
Yeah,
I don't care who eats.
yeah. I want people to eat. I want babies to eat. Babies will literally die. Newborn babies have to have food every, what was it, 4 to 6 hours or something like that, 2 to 4 hours, or they will die.
Pro-life until they're born.
Yeah, that's not even you're not pro-life, you're pro-birth.
Yeah.
Because pro-life would mean you're willing to help feed that baby. You're willing to help house that baby. You're willing to help clothe the baby up into, as they age. You're willing to help them when they need help.
Mhm.
That's pro-life.
And people will be saying, "Well, maybe you shouldn't have had kids, blah, blah, blah." Okay, well, maybe the people were well off when they had the kids, and then life happened because that can happen.
Maybe we should have access to sexual education and birth control and contraceptives and abortion.
Yeah, instead of forcing people to have babies and then not care about those babies.
Yeah, that is not pro-life. That's not what pro-life is about. You you can't say pro-life and then refuse to help people in need.
Exactly. And if you can't, you can't. That's one thing, but that doesn't mean demonize or whatever the
Yeah,
people that need help.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with needing help. You shouldn't be shamed for needing help. That's why I feel so bad when I have to ask people for help too, because I feel like I'm being shamed or judged for it.
I just feel bad in general, but if you need it, you need it. And I really hate that society has gone so far in the direction that you have to be embarrassed or feel shamed or guilty about
Right.
it. Like,
Right. When you shouldn't at all. You should not be embarrassed to ask for help or to need help. That's people should not be embarrassed or shamed for that. You need help, you need help.
exactly. I've been on the assistance programs with food stamps and HUD and all that. And yes, it's nice to have that help if you can get it, but not everyone qualifies for it. And the help you do get is not a lot, a good chunk of the time for people, especially if you don't have kids.
Mhm. Yeah.
And even with kids, I mean, they're hungry kids. You don't get enough to feed them.
Right. Kids eat a lot. They need a lot of food. Kids are growing.
I just can't believe we're so far into humanity where people shame other people for needing food and health
Right.
care and the
Right.
basic necessities that every
Right.
human should have, even the ones that are shitheads.
Right. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people can be so hateful. Because that's really what it is.
It's just cruelty. Cruelty is the point.
Yeah. I I've always raised to be nice to everybody, be kind of, open-minded. I just don't understand how other people are raised so differently and so hatefully.
I'm tired of people thinking, oh, it's just excuses and this and that. Okay, well, not everyone's the same. There's disabilities, there's all kinds of different things that make you need help.
Yeah. And you don't know what someone is going through all the time. Somebody could look like they're well off and maybe they're not.
Mhm.
You know, who cares?
I really don't care unless you have 4 mansions and 2 yachts.
Right, right. I don't know. What a fucking timeline.
I hate this timeline. I hate this place.
Me too. I want out. Oh man. But
Worst case, at least I could get 3 hots and a cot.
oh dude.
It yeah, the cruelty has gotten ridiculous, and then, I don't know, just hearing now that I'm working again, hearing regular people conversations about some things, I'm just
Mhm.
like, "How can you honestly believe that in your core?" And then you're the same very people that are saying, "Don't believe the propaganda," when you're
Right.
literally believing the propaganda.
Right. Right. Make it make sense, dude. I don't and they like to say that we're so sensitive and so hurt over things and we're the snowflakes. My guy, you will have a breakdown if somebody tells you their pronouns.
I know, and it's just a fucking pronoun. You say they and we and your, and you say pronouns all the time, but when it comes
Right.
to what a person wants to be called, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't get it.
In my opinion, it is just straight up not only disrespectful, but lazy to not even try and learn something so simple.
Right, because it's not hard. I've started referring to if I don't know for sure what somebody's pronouns are, I just refer to them as they them.
Right, and even if you just assume, "Hey, that person's a girl," or whatever, and they correct you, then just call them by what they corrected you as and
Right.
apologize. You didn't know, you assumed, move on.
Right. It's really not that hard, and it shouldn't be made into this huge deal that people make it into.
Well, exactly. People aren't just making you go around asking them their pronouns, but if it comes up, just be respectful and call them what they want to be called.
Right. I don't understand why that's so hard because it's really not. Like I we've known some transgender people like throughout school, throughout our lives and stuff, and it's we've known them like before they transitioned and after they transitioned. I don't think it was hard to refer to them by their new pronouns, by their new name.
It's
I
not
never
hard
found
at
an issue.
all. Uh-uh.
No, they're still a person. They're just more of their authentic self.
Exactly, and if you're calling them by their dead name, you're just a piece of shit.
Yeah, it is a dead name for a reason.
Like, you again, back to the other thing where you don't have to like it. In this case, you don't have to understand it,
Mhm.
but stop being a dick. Stop being an asshole. Just
Exactly.
go with it. It's not gonna hurt you. It's
Exactly.
challenging your critical thinking a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's exactly that. You don't have to like something, you don't have to be involved with it, but that doesn't mean you can't still be respectful of somebody else.
Exactly. It's literally just disrespect and laziness, in my opinion.
Right. It's not hard to just be respectful. Oh, and then I wanted to mention too, we talked a like brief second about immigration. I've
Mhm,
seen videos of people being asked because Jesus was an immigrant, right?
mhm.
I've seen videos of people being asked if Jesus were to immigrate to the United States today, what are your thoughts on that? And people have straight up said, as long as he came here legally.
Wow, really? I haven't seen those.
Yes, people have straight up said, as long as he comes here legally with paperwork, that's fine. Jesus, they want Jesus.
Hmm. It makes my head
What?
hurt.
I I I don't think people know who Jesus is actually,
Probably not. They don't even know his real birthday, so that tracks.
or that he's not a white person.
Mhm.
He was he was born in the Middle East. He's not going to be white.
I like those videos that are like, who's gonna tell them to the white people that they're not that he's not white?
Yeah. You can't I just it makes me I literally can't even form a fucking sentence right now.
And first of all, I get however it was created, but in my mind, nobody should be illegal. We're all humans. We all live on this earth. No matter where you live, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
And also, we're all immigrants. You can't be
yeah,
illegal on stolen land.
right. The US is built off of immigrants. The only people that were here first were the Native Americans.
Mm,
All the white people that are here now originated from immigrants.
We came from Europe, most of us.
Yeah. Yeah. How about instead of telling the brown people to go back to where they came from, we start telling the white people to go back to where they came from?
Right, that would make more sense.
Yeah, and part of the US was part of Mexico too before it was taken over. So this was all Native American land, Mexican land. How are you going to tell somebody to go back to where they came from when this isn't even a white person's land?
It's more of the societal bullshit. Why does it matter where you're from, where you are now, whether you have papers or not? I cannot stand it. You should be able to live and go where you want.
Right. As long as they're not harmful, I don't care.
Exactly. As long as you're not hurting anyone, who the hell cares?
Yeah. Immigrants do a lot more good for the country than those people think.
There's more crime from our own citizens than the people that are
Right.
not citizens.
Yeah. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And being an immigrant doesn't make you a criminal.
No. Again, if that's the case, then we're all criminals because we're all immigrants.
Right. Right. People just need to shut the fuck up. They're just too ignorant.
I know it's not all Christians, but it's always a Christian.
There's ain't no love like, or is it ain't no hate like Christian love?
I don't even hate religion or anything. I mean, it's not my thing, but I
Right.
cannot stand the people that use it to justify their shitty behavior.
Yeah, no, I'm not religious at all. If I was gonna say I was part of any religion, I would probably more closely align with spirituality, I guess. But um, you shouldn't be justifying hatred for other people because of your religion. That doesn't make any sense,
No.
especially when you're identifying yourself as Christian, because God and Jesus were all about being kind to everybody, being accepting of everybody, and helping everyone in need.
Oh, exactly. There's
You
that
can't be
one. Sorry, go ahead.
you can't be hateful and ignorant when that's the basis of the whole religion.
Exactly. And I say, I keep saying that, seeing that passage, people keep reading about how there's some passage, I think it's the Bible. Um, they're like, I was hungry and you fed me. I had no clothes and you clothed me, kind of thing. And I
Mhm.
love that that's gone viral.
Yeah, I do too. Because that's super relevant right now.
Thank you for joining us in the safe space. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
You can follow us on social medias on Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. All of the links will be provided in our link tree.